welcome to GPoPA's 55-star review intro adventure run by me, JB. I don't know why you chose that, but you did.
Yeah, this is your fault.
Yeah. We're going to be running through Feast of Blood. Hey, Tim, had a sweet drop there for me. All right. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for being patrons, right? And without your generous support, your kindness, and your misguided voting, we wouldn't have this with me in your driver's seat. Again, you guys voting the guy who made Bruno a character who specifically tanked his main skills just for a joke.
That's a good joke.
You made that to be a, the GM for a whole game. Yeah.
I think the idea is that if you're not a player character, you can't ruin the game.
All right. Well,
hot.
Let's see. Well, let's see how your humble, overcaffeinated, and definitely grateful GM should roll on my cool check. Because right now I feel like Bruno in the driver's seat, overconfident and underqualified. Speaking of overconfident and underqualified, can we get some contact information here at the top of the show? Because I don't know it.
For any complaints you have, you can call or text 603-803-3235. Those will not be anonymous. We're going to call you out if you are mean to JB. Yep. So
you could also send a postcard with just a mad, a frowny face.
Oh, frowny.
To P.O. Box G, as in GPoPA, or as in G. Why did they vote JB?
If you feel like, you didn't finish the address.
West Oneonta, New York, 13861.
Well, I feel like, they could try this again. They need to do this again. You can leave a review for the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Audible.
Audible, that's the other one. Once we get to 100 5-star reviews, we're going to do probably something similar, something else.
And if you're like, no,
another one,
never JB again, join the Patreon, become a patron, join the Discord, and vote.
Oh my goodness.
That's literally, that's how it goes.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
All right. Strict capitalist democracy here at the Professional Casual Network.
Let your money talk.
Very much so.
I've been sweating since 3 p.m. yesterday.
Once again, you are lactose intolerant. Just because the Shamrock Shake is out does not mean that you should be consuming them.
If you don't drink them, how are you supposed to give a statistical average of how good it is?
That's okay. Ben's got me there.
Oh my goodness.
So I got to say, we tried a Shamrock Shake yesterday for like the first time.
False. We tried a Shamrock Shake Oreo McFlurry. It was not a Shamrock Shake.
How is it different?
Because
one's Oreo in it.
One's an Oreo McFlurry.
One's a McFlurry. The other one's a milkshake.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
The shake is a shake consistency with no Oreo in it.
One is a slightly frozen vanilla mix, and the other one is a mostly frozen vanilla mix.
Which is which?
The mostly frozen vanilla mix is the McFlurry, because then it also gets blended.
So is that thinner than a milkshake?
No.
Have you not listened to any of the words that people have said?
I'm trying to figure this out. You just said it's different.
Yes, it is more frozen. It is more of a similar consistency of ice cream.
Okay.
Is it closer to a colloid?
It would be colloid, like a light colloid. It's ice cream.
Okay.
Man. One is ice cream, one's a milkshake. Except neither are made with ice cream.
Right, again, the only difference is that one's got more milk in it to be a little thinner.
I
Probably
legally,
milk product, whatever
legally,
McDonald's
I don't
uses.
even know if they use milk product. Very specifically, it is a
Milk
vanilla
drink.
mix that freezes.
What do they taste like?
Not
A vanilla
much.
mix that freezes.
Shamrocks don't taste good.
It was
So-
incredibly underwhelming after how much hype
Yes.
it gets.
I was really stoked because I like my favorite ice cream is White Lightning. Dark chocolate ice cream with the white mint swirl in it. So like I
stuff.
like it minty. And this was like, it's like how a blueberry seltzer tastes like the can had been in a 50-yard vicinity of a blueberry. Like that's how this tasted mint wise.
Mhm.
It was not very minty. And also it was not like you could tell they like pumped the green in there and like, and that was it. It was not properly mixed at all. And I was like, well, maybe when I mix it more, like the mint will
it'll dilute the mint so that it's even less apparent.
It did not taste at all like mint.
Or
nor did it taste like green, nor did it taste like blue, which is a derivative of green. Or flip it and reverse it.
There you go.
Yep, thank you.
That's weird. I just get mint chocolate chip ice cream like an adult.
Yeah. Well, I was going past the McDonald's on my way home from my acupuncturist, and I was like, I'm going to try this thing because it sounds dope. And it was very expensive for a very small amount, and it's almost 600 calories. So I was like,
you coming home from your snackupuncture appointment.
Snackupuncture. Yummy.
So what we really just found out is that both Dan and Dani have COVID as they've lost their sense of taste because they don't enjoy the Shamrock Shake.
I mean, I would try just a straight up Shamrock Shake.
I would suggest
I've also, my students have suggested getting it layered with chocolate. Shamrock Shake and chocolate shake.
Ooh,
that I'm all over.
That sounds
Sign
very
me
good.
up.
Yeah,
Stewart's has a Shenanigans Shake that is a Shamrock Shake. That's also 600 calories.
but is it $8?
Nope.
There you go.
It's $1.99.
Stewart's.
You said it was $5.
Stewart's.
Yeah, I know. I'm exaggerating.
Okay.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Should be.
Yeah.
So anyway, what game are we playing, JB?
WFRP. WFRP. We are playing Feast of Blood. And hopefully I'll be feasting on all of your bloods tonight.
I only have 2, so I hope you're hungry.
Nom, 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 nom.
I don't have a lot of bloods either.
Yeah. So JB, we did have kind of a special gift for you too, as it's your inaugural run on as far as GMing on the Professional Casual Network.
Okay.
A bunch of the people in the Discord got together, and because you're such a professional casual voice actor, they've given you kind of a whole bunch of voices to use during this one shot. So we'll be feeding those to you randomly. Whenever an NPC comes up, if you are about to introduce someone, give us a signal, and we'll let you know how they're going to sound.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Also, they have a lot of very specific accents from different neighborhoods in Wales. So I hope
you've
done your research.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welsh. I don't even know what a Welsh person sounds like.
I hope you've been watching a lot of BBC.
Where's Wales?
In the ocean.
Southwestern.
They don't have feet, dummy.
Oh, God. Oh, this is going to be a train wreck.
Oh, my God.
And you voted for this.
Yep.
You voted for this.
This is what the people wanted.
So
I'm gonna get that cue to the start of the thread, and we will go from top to bottom.
We go. So the scene opens up on a carriage that's been broken down. The axle has been smashed. It's kind of weird that another podcast is starting with a broken carriage. It's not Bruno. He's not the only one. This might not be someone else's fault, but that's how we're starting. We open up the scene on these 4 characters that are bickering. Let's see who we meet first. Let's meet the coachman first. We're going to shoot it right over to Dani.
Hello, my name's Penny. I'm your coachman, and somehow the axe is broken. I don't understand. I swear I went the right way. There's ivy growing over all the road signs, but I swear I went the right way. I don't know. Strange, isn't it? I wish I could help, but unfortunately, I'm not totally sure what to do, and I think it's about terrain. Miss Chandler, what do you think?
Yes, Chandler. I guess you did say it correctly this time.
I'm trying not to sound too posh. I know you always yell when I church it up, and then you use my whole name when I don't like it, and it scares me.
Yes, you're not posh, Penny.
Not posh, Penny.
But you're right. The rain does seem likely. The wind has this strange smell of ozone and undercurrents of musk. Not sure what you did to this coach.
I certainly didn't smack the axle with a hammer.
That would be very difficult for you to do while sitting in the driving seat.
No, some kind of gigantic pothole in the road. I don't know.
This will certainly delay our trip to the World's Edge Mountains.
Yes, only for a moment, though. We'll get this fixed up. I'm sure we'll find someone who can fix this up. Tip-top.
Mr. Halfling, is there anything that you can do? I'm sorry, I missed your name.
My name is Randall. Randall Bottom Dollar. And I think the thing you need to realize is that I paid pretty good money to get a coach to wherever the hells we were going. Because I got some money to make and pockets to, put my little fingers in. So what's the deal? Where are we gonna, are either of you trained in coach put back togethering, or what's the deal?
I was asking you that, of course. I am not. I'm trained in candle making and selling and deal making.
Great. So it seems like we have an all-star cast that's gonna be able to get this coach back on the road. No, I don't do manual labor.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't come under my vocation. As you know, I mainly trade in dead bodies. And unfortunately, all of us are still alive. And that coach is not a body.
Well, he's not wrong. Penny, do you know how far we are from the nearest settlement?
Well, I do see some light over there. Looks like perhaps a town. And we do have the horses.
Do you know?
My horses, Carl and Silva. We could ride 2 apiece.
Yeah, you're gonna have to lead. I only know what to do with a horse once it's dead.
I don't have too much experience riding a horse, but something we could try if need be. Do you know if we've crossed the border into Sterling yet?
That's very funny you should ask that. I rolled a 5.
You have not. You're still in Ostermark.
Still in Ostermark. Terribly sorry.
Which way are we going towards these lights you see?
That way.
Preferably in the towards direction.
Yes.
Can we do that?
We have not come through this town. We were headed to this town anyway. I think. Really,
Well, why aren't you unhitching the horses then, Penny?
Would you please not yell?
Who's yelling?
You're yelling.
Lady, you need to calm down. She's just trying to do her job.
Yes,
Settle down.
You have a very harsh tone.
I'm instructing her to do her job.
Wow.
I was merely asking a question.
If you berate her, it's gonna spoil her skin. It'll get all pockmarked.
Oh,
she won't have any kind of resale value.
Thunder rumbling in the distance.
Oh goodness!
Oh boy!
The
Better
horses
get on
don't like that. I will
Better get on our way.
Set to work unhitching them. Please, everybody, gather your belongings, and we will hop aboard my beautiful horses.
We're all gonna ride your horses together?
Yes, 2 apiece.
It's not that far to the next the settlement. The lights that you see are, about a half a mile down the road.
Well, Miss Shannon, really, she can't walk. She
Well,
can't.
these horses seem pretty placid. We should be able to get them at least a little ways.
They're delightful.
I'm sure one can handle Penny and myself.
Well,
Yeah, I'll ride one of the other ones. That sounds pretty good.
Here, if you just climb up on my back, I can hoist you on. I'm quite tall.
Great, actually, yeah. I'll put my foot in her belt loop and climb up and wrap my shoulder, wrap my arms around her neck. Like in a kid way, not like in a I'm gonna kill you way.
There you go. Just hoist yourself aboard.
Very helpful, Penny.
This is Carl. He'll treat you well.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Now, Miss Shannon, I hope you're not offended that I didn't put you on Carl, since he is, the gold horse. I put you on Silver, but Silver has a better temperament.
Oh, yes, I'm familiar with the horses here.
All right.
Thank you,
I want to
Penny.
get acquainted with the gold horse here.
Randall's kicking his feet like a kid riding piggyback.
Penny, would you mind fetching my bag from atop the coach?
Oh, of course not.
I got an extra hand if you need.
Are you hiding? Is that from one of the dead bodies?
Oh, believe you me, if there was extra hands here, I'd hear about it first.
I just meant while I'm, riding your back. If you need, someone to hold something for you, like a candle or a torch, I'd be more than happy.
So you're on my back.
Well, yeah. Isn't that what you asked?
You were kicking your feet from on the horse.
No, you're riding piggyback.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. I mean, so Halfling, I think you might be more comfortable.
Nah,
Of
this
course.
is fine. You're good.
If one of you drops, just let me know, okay?
I might.
As you ride into town, clippity cloppy. right? These
Definitely.
lights don't get too much brighter. You see that the faint candlelight that you've seen from down the road comes from a dirty window of a inn, or not even an inn. It looks like a run-down shrine to the god of the hunt, God Tall.
Oh, yeah, that's my god. When you're in the woods, you're like, whoa, outdoors. It's pretty sweet.
It's the only light in town. There's, a half dozen other small cottages, right? You see off to one side, as the wind starts to pick up, a smithy, dark and unused. It looks like the only serviceable place in town.
Presumably, someone in there could probably get us coach back together.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly wouldn't hurt to ask around.
Yeah, well, let's make our way towards the smithy, toward the whatever you said.
All right, in we go.
Well, let me get off. I'm not used to being inside near doors. I don't want to hit my head. I climb up, Penny.
All right, you climb off, right? And you enter into this temple of Tall, right? The door creaks as you open it. The inside is very smoky and musty. Smells of recently killed animals and dried meat.
Is there any merchandise on the floor?
No merchandise to speak of, but
That's a game.
around a small hearth is a worn priest of Tall. He's like, travelers. Wait, let's do this. Hey, what's that first silly voice?
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Let's start this off
Here we
strong.
go. Here we go.
The first silly voice.
What what did these folks pick for me now? Why would they do this?
This might be a little specific, but a northern British accent. Not Scottish, Liverpool, Newcastle. I want some knots, some Yorkshire. In fact, forget Yorkshire. I want to hear him talk like me. This is specifically Bastion. Talk like Bastion.
Oi, mate.
What was Bastion?
Bastion's Northern Ireland. This is how I talk with the Northern Islands. Oh man, I'm so Northern Ireland, Britain. It's all the same Isles.
You said Liverpool, right? Isn't that the
Liverpool.
Beatles?
The Beatles. The Beatles sound like they sound very British. They do a lot of British over there. Okay, so Tobias is very British, and he says, welcome to
Hey there, Toby.
welcome to
My name's,
Hagathon.
my name's Two Stop Kevin. You might have heard of me in the nearby town spaces. We was wondering if you had any way to fix up a coach.
Also a place to stay for the night.
I'm so British. I feel like you could stay right here at this Temple of Tall. Golly, this is why I don't do the voices. But British.
I think every time you start, I'm British.
Fresh.
You really gotta lean into it. Just surrender yourself over to the bullshit.
So, my goodness, you are here. I can't believe you are here. I've had a dream about you.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that.
Pish posh.
You were dreaming about us? Wait, a lot of people told you they were dreaming about you?
Yeah.
Okay, question answered.
Yeah, they don't give me a whole lot of context. They just say, hey, Randall, I saw you in my dreams. You owe me like $5.
They call you by name and when they say that they saw you by dream?
Yeah.
In their dreams?
It's a very specific niche amount of people that have said it. Granted, I'll give you that. Most of
I
the
ain't never
people...
seen you in my dreams.
Oh, well, right. Well, that's understandable. But chances are I'll be in your dreams tonight.
Noted. So, Toby, have you heard of Two Stop Kevin? Secondary question, can you fix our coach? Tertiary question, have you seen this halfling in your dreams?
I have seen a lot of people that in my dreams. I've seen a white hot. It's been trapped.
Oh, you got white hots up here?
White hot. I mean, it's a great elk that has been trapped by the webs. Let's not get into that now. You say your coach is broken, though.
Yeah, about a half a mile out of town.
The only person that in town that might be able to fix that is Hugo, town blacksmith.
The blacksmith did seem closed.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have to break in.
Might it be just too late? Will he be available in the morning?
He'll be available in the morning. And then, but please stay the night. Have some hospitality from me.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. We don't have to pay for it, right?
That's not what hospitality means. It means you don't pay for anything, and you also rough up the host a little bit.
Well, I don't think we want to go that far exactly, but if you do have any...
Well, we don't want to insult his hospitality, do we?
Hospitality's the two-way street.
A couple of bruises at least.
Any provisions? I know my mistress here would like a bite to eat and perhaps some ale or nice wine.
If you have any merchandise in the area, I could make some schnapps.
Hey, snap sounds pretty good.
Drinks, refreshments? Yeah, I could do that. Esther, come on out here. And Esther, she looks like a very fit lady comes out. She also is covered in furs, right? She has the horns of Tal upon her head, right? That is my initiate, Esther. She is just very low ranking in the Church of Tal right now. Me being the ranking priest of Tal, because I am very British.
You're doing great. Keep at it.
Yeah, I'm very British, and I'm a lot higher rank than her.
I can tell by the horns. They denote sovereignty or hierarchy or whatever the hell you have out here in the woods where no one cares about you.
Esther, please introduce yourself to our guests.
You just said her name was Esther.
I think you're going to like this one for Esther. Bandit Healer. The voice of Bandit Healer.
So Australian.
Oi, hi, I'm Esther. I brought you out some drinks, some spirits. I heard you needed spirits from the other room, and I brought you out some spirits.
Esther, that is marvelous.
Biscuits.
See.
Yeah.
Biscuits too?
Biscuits.
Biscuits as well, yeah.
Oh, splendid.
Lady Shenla. Biscuits, ale?
Oh, sounds very good. Yes, thank you.
Ooh, you know how Penny loves ale.
I am quite aware. Yes.
So, fella.
Penny, have you ever drank any spirits that come off of some merchandise? I'm trying to start my own brand.
I can't say that I have. I'm used to drinking just whatever is produced in our town by the local brewery because my parents, they're going to be so angry at me about the coach because I didn't ask to borrow it. But normally we use the coach.
Penelope. Shh. Again?
My name's not Penelope. My name's Petunia.
I thought it was Penny.
It is Penny. I'm only called Petunia when I'm in trouble.
I thought it was Foxy Lady.
Oh, thank you.
Is Penny short for something?
It's short for Petunia.
Like Silver?
No, that's why my horse is named Silver. Another one's named
Gotcha.
Carl.
Oh, so you almost have the whole set. You got Penny, Silver, and Gold. It's pretty clever.
Clever, right?
Pretty clever.
Guess which one my parents had first, me or the horses?
I'm
not gonna guess.
Oh, I never made that connection.
Towards the horses.
Well.
But yeah, so I'm only used to drinking the ale produced in my town because we transport the ale from the brew house to the inns.
Very fancy.
And so I like to take a little off the top, before During, after.
You know, you probably shouldn't be announcing that to everyone you meet.
That's very industrious of you.
Well, you'll see me in your dreams.
I hope not.
It's actually a condition, I think. Anyway, what the hell is merchandise? If you can make alcohol from it, the merchandise I'm used to is like, pots and pans.
Oh,
How do you make alcohol from that?
I didn't realize that I wasn't famous to you. You must be some sort of backwater hick.
Yeah, that's fair.
So they call me Two Stop Kevin because there's two stops in my line of work. One, the merchandise is hot stops, and two, you bring the merchandise to me. That's your second stop, and I do it all. You want them? You want your beloved prepared for a burial? I embalm them. You want them? You want them stuffed? Scare the missus or maybe a mother-in-law? I can do that too. And last but not least, I am an avid connoisseur of wine that was made from dead people. You wouldn't believe the kind of chemicals that a random person comes up with throughout their entire life. You can distill that. Some people who lay you to rest, they only use half of the body. I use all the merchandise.
No
Sleep
waste.
them, keep them, or steep them. Whatever it is, you just have to bring it to me, and I'll make any good you want.
Well, it sounds truly garish.
Yeah, that's both disgusting and incredible that you're able to use the whole corpse.
The whole thing. I'm trying to figure out how to get the hair into a rug of some sort, but
Don't be a wazik.
He's like a zero waste facility. That's incredible.
Thank you.
All the witch hunters on you.
He's not eating them.
You're welcome to try. They can never find me for long. I provide a valuable service in any kind of populated area, especially when there's a plague around.
Do you inform people that you're making wine from people? That is awful.
You ain't never met a drunk who needs his fix.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Penny,
At least not want out is my motto,
please.
probably.
Oh, no, I don't think I'll ever get that desperate. Maybe.
That's what they all say at
But not
first.
tonight.
Yeah, so what do we got on tap, you asked?
Oi, we got some spirits made from
I'll be the ginger
fermented yaks.
Fermented yaks?
Yeah, fermented yak. We got the
You ferment an entire yak?
the entire yak.
You
We must be
can't
getting
use
close
the
to the
whole
mountains,
thing.
Penny.
Must be.
Bones and all.
The bones too? I gotta see.
Yeah, I guess I gotta try this.
I feel like this is something I need to try. Yes.
It
Oh,
really
you're willing to try distilled yak, but not distilled part of a person?
Correct. As I am civilized.
Wow. Well, that
Seems like an arbitrary barrier between.
yeah.
I'm not
between
sure
drinks.
where you two are from, but from Ubersreich, where Penny and I reside, the consuming of anything human is strictly taboo.
Oh no, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm gonna consume a human. I'm just saying
I'm gonna
I think
say-
it's pretty cool that he can use the whole human. There's no waste. Think about how much garbage is on the streets in Ubersreich. It's a lot.
Garbage, not pieces of human. They get turned in the ground.
Right.
And you don't make wine from the garbage.
They don't make more ground. At a certain point, you're gonna run out of ground to bury people in.
Listen, I only make liquors out of people when they're dead if they signed off on it ahead of time. I mean, the standard is just to embalm them.
How does that make it any better?
Possibly stuff them. Well, because they got the contracts all written up.
Don't you
And no,
think-
it's not accredited by any kind of government, but it's written on nice paper.
I need to take a break. Esther, can I please have a drink?
Don't you think a noble that has enough money that's like, when I die, I loved wine so much. I would really like to be wine in my
Hey, listen.
death. And then they sign off on it and pay for it. It's the noble's right to have done with their body what they want's done with their body.
Not for others to drink.
What if that's
Listen, the
what
real
they
crime-
wanted?
The real crime is you go to any kind of embalmer up in East Town, and they just no questions asked. They prepare you. You get put in a hole in the ground like 100 other. They don't ask you any questions like, what do you want done with your body? That's the real crime.
Oh, biscuits. I brought biscuits. All biscuits for everybody.
Oh, thank you.
I did
Esther.
biscuits made out of yak too.
No, they're made out of the local wheat.
Oh,
No, nobody's gluten intolerant here, right?
I'm intolerant of a lot of things. Gluten is not one of them.
Oi, that's
True, he's been calling me racial epithet the entire way through.
Yes.
That's a mighty good.
Well, thank you, Esther.
Not a problem. I'm going to go back into the bedroom over here. All right. You call me if you need me. Talk to Tobias. He's more knowledgeable about the area.
Oh, it's Tobias. Can you point us to our room where we might be staying tonight? It looks a bit black over Bill's mother, so we'd like to have a roof over our heads.
You can stay here on the floor. I've got some extra pillows and furs that you can have.
Oh, furs would be nice.
Hey, that's better than a common room at an inn. They normally just provide you a whole bunch of dry grass.
Penny, would you do me, be a dear and do me a favor?
Yes.
Would you mind going back to the coach and retrieving some of the cushions for me?
Oh, not at all. I would love to do that.
I'll come with you. Maybe there's some merchandise that somebody just left out on the ground.
You won't
It
make
is a
wine
pretty
out of me,
stormy
will you,
night.
though?
I'm sorry.
You won't make wine out of me. Will we go to get the
I haven't
cushions?
even drawn up the contract or nothing.
Okay.
I'm useless without my lawyer present. Don't you worry about that.
Okay, wonderful. Let's go get some cushions.
All right. You head back out into the dark night. A wolf howls in the distance.
Oh.
You want the accent?
Yeah,
for
right
the
back at you.
All right.
Yowl in a Swedish accent.
Again, you can easily gather what you need from the coach. No problems, right? Gather whatever packages that you had, whatever suitcases or anything, right? Bring them back.
Kevin's got the build of a slightly less aggressive Ethialtes from the movie 300. So he's got a hunchback, but it's not that overwhelming, but he's still able to carry quite a bit under his one arm.
Wonderful. Penny has a very long wingspan as she's quite tall, considering. So, no problem with these cushions.
And none of that is hunch. That's just all straight up tall.
Yes. It's very important to have excellent posture when you're a coachman. Otherwise, you're liable to throw at your back and you can fall right off, and you wouldn't want that.
If there's backs being thrown, it's not going to be mine.
Fair enough.
You seem like you say you're a coachman?
Yes.
You seem like a well-to-do, elegant lady, if you don't mind my saying so.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
And you should mind my saying so, because I mean it as an insult.
Oh.
But if you're coachman, you're fine.
All right. I do work. I work
Good.
mostly for Miss Chandler. Erica is her name, but I'm not allowed to call her Erica.
Miss Chandler?
Yeah, Miss Chandler.
The one in there?
Yes.
Are you guys sweet on each other?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm sure that she'll marry a wonderful, well-to-do merchant at some point. But
Oh, well. I slick my extremely slicked hair back already.
her family relies exclusively on my family for our coaching prowess.
You don't say.
Yes,
So it's a long line of coaches.
so many coaches. But
How many you got?
well, it's my parents have been doing it, and then there's my brother and me, and long down my mother's line though, they were brewers, which is how my last name is kind of like Bauer, like brewer, and that's why I love ale.
I've heard worse reasons to love ale.
Mhm.
As you guys enter back in to the Temple of Tal, right? Tobias is like, oi, I really think that you guys are the ones that have been foretold in my dreams. Come, sit around the campfire, and I'll tell you what I saw.
Not sure how I feel about being in others' dreams against my will.
Oh, just consider it a compliment. You're so
To
pretty.
be honest, I'm
Oh,
flattered.
thank you.
There was a bright white stag out in the woods. The stag was running fast and free. The stag, the woods are called the Spider Holt. And the stag was running through and through. It started getting spider webs across it, and getting covered in these sticky ugly webs. This white stag tried to fight, but it couldn't resist. More and more webs had covered it
webs?
and covered it until only the eyes were left, and until only those were covered as well.
That doesn't sound good at all.
No,
You said this was a dream.
but I also had a vision from Tal in the same dream that 4 people would come shortly after the summer solstice and help us free the stag from the webs of the spiders. I do believe that these people in my dreams, I didn't see their faces, but I believe that this is shortly after summer solstice. This has to be you. Isn't it?
Well, there are 4 of us.
So you had a dream and a vision? How do you know which one was which?
Tal works in mysterious ways. Dani.
That's very true.
Well, I don't think to enter the forest called the Spider Holt. That sounds horrible.
So
Yeah.
you're saying a stag, just beautiful and probably all dense with sinew and rare chemical compositions.
Maybe even
That its body is somewhere wrapped up in spider webs, as though to deliver me a present. And you're saying that we are supposed to find said merchandise, this stag, excuse me, stuttering over my words a little bit because I'm so excited for stags.
It sounds like they'd want us to free it, not kill it and stuff it, Kevin.
Who said anything about killing merchandise? You find merchandise. Killing is for depraved lunatics and perhaps halflings.
Yeah, that's fair.
You look like a murderer.
No, that's, I might surprise you. I've actually never murdered anybody.
No?
No.
Have you
I've tried
tried?
a whole bunch, but
Okay.
it never
Good.
really works out. They're always real tall. They put the knife on the upper shelf, and I just can't reach
Oh.
it.
But maybe,
Really pisses
or maybe
me
you hurt
off.
some of their legs, make it so they can't walk no more.
Oh yeah, I've busted a knee or two. Don't get me wrong, but as far as actually felling one of them, those big old tree people, it doesn't work out super well for me. I'm a weak
sorry,
little
yeah.
boy.
Hey, reach for your dreams.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
How tall is?
Yeah. fair enough.
What was his name? Randall.
Randall. Random bottom dollar. My height, you ask, is
Enough.
10% lower than the average halfling.
Miss Chandler, you can't just ask people.
Miss
how
Chandler
tall
didn't
they
ask. Dan asked.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know. It's not on my character sheet.
Ah,
But
Mine neither. My height fluctuates with how much moisture is in the air and makes my arthritis act up.
Erica's trying to stifle a laugh at this because she is 6 feet tall, so probably almost twice the height of Randall.
yeah, probably.
So you're making these jokes about your height. She's just like,
Yeah, that's how I get them. You make them giggle, and then, it's not too long before you're in their bedroll with them, with your fingers in their pockets.
are.
It's vile.
make sure this
Thank
vile
you.
halfling stays away from me, please.
Oh, I won't let his finger anywhere near your pockets.
Thank you.
You're missing out. You're just gonna have to deal with me in your dreams.
But you
Sounds
said you was
unpleasant.
you was a follower tall when you're out here, yeah?
Yeah, when the circumstances provide an opportunity to serve tall, I normally do.
Circumstances gave you gave a vision of you in this guy's dream / vision / whatever he calls it at the time,
Yes,
and said
sir.
you gotta unweb this stag so that it's not becoming merchandise, right?
Yeah, seems to be the case. How long ago do we think this stag got all wrapped up in, spider?
I mean, I've been having these dreams for about a month now.
Oh yeah, that stag's already dead.
Oh, sounds long dead. Yes. Is
Almost
it time
certainly
to
merchandise.
bed down then?
I dare posit to guess. I don't know that the stag is literal. I think perhaps the stag is symbolic, and the spider webs are also symbolic.
Oh,
If the stag's a metaphor, what am I gonna make brandy out of?
a depression.
Not people.
Whatever is wrapping up the stag, maybe?
I didn't say people. You're mishearing me, Sandler. I said merchandise.
Yes, whatever that means. So, Penny, what... So that we're in a temple of Tal. We saw a vision of a white stag. So maybe it's another follower of Tal out there that might be stuck from these dreaded spiders?
Sounds reasonable, isn't it?
Does that sound reasonable to Tobias?
I think that it's actually a white stag, governor. The spider holt is quite a dense and impassable piece of forestry between us and Sterland. Right? Sylvania is on the opposite side, and we do not go over there.
It's rather not travel through that land. That's why we were going through the Ostermark in the first place.
The spider holt is full of unusually large spiders and a great amount of them as well. So if there is a chance of a blessing from Tal being stuck and eaten by these terrible beasts in the woods, and you folks are a blessing given to me by Tal. Right? To go into the woods to see what this buck has for us, right? To free us from this.
Hang on. I need a sidebar for a second. Everybody come around here.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Obviously, Toby's our only chance out of here by getting our coach fixed, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to make him happy. And it seems like what he wants us to do is go on a suicide mission. So our choices are suicide mission it up, or... Now, I'm not saying coerce, but I am saying commit torture to this Toby person until he agrees to fix our coach. One of the two options. We have options.
Completely unnecessary.
And honestly, it will take some time. He said Hugo was the town blacksmith. It will take some time for Hugo to fix the axle because I've
but if we don't
smashed it.
All we must do is wait till the morning and speak with this blacksmith. Well, why do we even need to go into the woods?
I'm just saying, in the morning while we're waiting, we could do a favor. He's putting us up. He gave us biscuits.
And,
And
alcohol.
yak spirits.
Well, Hendrik does enjoy a good deal. It seems we are purely benefiting at this point.
Think of this as an exchange of goods and services rendered. That's what you're all about.
Not to blow it out of proportion either, but I know this is probably your first time being in someone else's dream. It's really kind of an honor. So if you're in someone else's dream, you almost kind of owe them a debt to perform whatever services you performed in their dream. Otherwise, Tal gets real upset.
First of all, there's no proof of any kind that we are the ones that were in Mr. Tobias's dreams. Father Tobias.
Well, no, he said it. He's a priest.
They said that he saw 4 figures.
We're 4 figures.
Was it clear that one was a halfling? That would be quite obvious.
You some sort of godless heathen?
Oi.
Chandler?
One was shorter than the other.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh, yeah. So that's case in point.
Wait, was that me or him?
Yeah. Short answer, yes.
Okay. Well, I think that all that bullshit that this guy just said about dreams and whatnot are completely valid and are not just the pretense for me getting to check out high-grade merchandise underneath these webs. So I'm all for it.
Can it wait till the morning, Father?
Oi, yeah. Most definitely it could.
If the stag is kept for a month, I'm sure it can wait another day.
Yeah, well, the thing you got to understand about magical stags is that they decay at a significantly slower rate than your average stag. Like,
I would like you to go into detail about how you know that and use as much florid language as you please.
Okay, so what happens, right? When Tal blesses like a stag or like a sparrow or something that would normally decay like over a predetermined amount of time based on the moisture content and as well as
pH balance, yes.
Yeah, maggots or whatever.
I'm hanging on your every word.
Sometimes Tal's just like, hey, don't do that as fast. And they don't.
The devil, you say?
No, tall. He's like, like an outside guy.
Ah, like a cooler, older devil.
Yeah. Yeah, he has like sweet tree houses and stuff. He'd like to have a good time.
Sounds rad. Which is my uncle.
So anyway, we're on a mission from God. It sounds like to me. I guess I don't know why anyone's arguing with this, unless you're, a practitioner of the chaotic powers, which is the only reason someone would deny being in a god.
No.
Kind of sounded
No,
like
sir. That's where I
it's a
put
godless heathen.
my foot down. If you are,
You only have 2 feet, correct?
I'll put both of them down firmly
Okay.
to show you that I mean business. Now, we have agreed
Business.
that we will see about this stag in the forest in the morning, you throwing out those chaotic gods and whatnot. Absolutely not. None of that hog swallop here in front of my lady. It is time for bed, and I will be getting the cushions ready. Would any of you like me to lay out your furs as well?
That would actually be really nice, yes.
I will happily do that, and you are very lucky, Mr. Halfling, because you are so small. We could just double up your furs so you have an extra cushy bed.
It's unfortunate that the first thing you say about a halfling is that they're lucky. I just see the racism is just rampant with you tall people. You're like, oh, it's a halfling. He's probably lucky.
You're very fortunate.
Guess what I am?
You
I
are
am incredibly
fortunate.
lucky.
And I hope you enjoy this extra cushiony bed that I've made for you.
How
It is racist. And I know because I happen to be a very lucky man, as you can tell by my single remaining lucky tooth.
What a great tooth it is, too.
Thank you. It's nice of you to notice.
Toothsome.
Thank you, Penny.
You're welcome.
Actually, thank you also, Penny. This is very nice.
You're welcome. It was the least that I could do.
Thanks, Pendragon.
As you all bed down, the storm kind of breaks over the town of Hagedorn. It's a stormy night. And it doesn't keep you up, but the soft rainfall puts you all into a nice deep sleep, right? You guys wake up in the morning with the savory smell of bacon already crisping on the fire.
Oh.
Esther has been up for a while. Oi, you lot, get up. It's morning time already. We've come to, we're gonna go out into the woods, Tobias tells me.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is my understanding.
You're going to
yes.
explore and find your stag.
I guess that's happening.
So we get what's his face to start on the coach while we're doing that business?
Oh, yeah. Hogarth or whatever, right?
Oh, you want to talk to Hugo?
Yes.
Oi.
Huguenot.
Oh, I could introduce you to Hugo. Let me
Well, Hugo.
walk you over there to his blacksmith shop. You walk over to Hugo's blacksmith shop. Again, he is just starting to light the fires under his forge, right? To fan those embers back into life. He sees newcomers walking along with Esther, and he says, in the voice of
a posh assistant.
Oh,
So excited.
well, so you guys are right here, and you guys are coming to me. How are you with my what do you guys need at my blacksmith shop?
I don't know why you're so nervous, but we need some blacksmithery done on our coach there.
Oh, well, the thing is, I don't have a whole lot of experience fixing coaches there.
We have even less, I assure you.
I could do some stuff with horseshoes or wooden axe heads. I'm very good at axe heads.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Penny, you said something broke with the axes, right?
The axle, not the axe head, the axle of the
I gotta
wagon
imagine
broke.
they're pretty similar skill sets. So
They've got to be made out of the same parts, right?
Might there be
I
a
mean-
cart right in town or a carpenter? Possibly someone else you could direct us to?
Oh, so sorry, but there is not. I am the only major person that works with their hands out here.
Oh, so then you can get some experience with the coach.
Uh,
hang on.
I can.
I'm gonna inspect how good these hands are from one artisan to another.
He holds out his big meaty paws.
I take them in my curiously tiny hands, which are extremely sweaty, and I just give him I finesse him a finger massage just to see how good just to see how strong they are. So yeah, you got some good tendons in here. I think we should trust him.
I'm so sorry that it's so dirty. I've been working with the forge and trying to relight it. I could potentially, forge up some bands to, fix that axle, but it's going to take a bit of time.
How much time?
I don't know. I'd have to see how broken the axle is.
Oh, luckily it's only half a mile out of town.
All right. I don't have a whole lot much more to do today, so I guess I will mosey on out there.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
If there's any cushions left in the cab, too, if you could bring them back, that'd be
we have enough.
Real nice. Well, maybe you have enough, but listen,
you had a double layer of hides.
Yeah.
I don't plan on spending another night here.
Well, you think this is probably going to be like multiple days, right, to fix these axes? Hugo?
Multiple days? Yes, of course.
Yeah, so I think we're going to be shacked up together for a while, Chandler.
Apparently.
Get used to this.
Have to strain out some of these horseshoes that are already made. Like, look at this axe head. It doesn't just make itself into an axle overnight. I gotta hammer it and hammer it and hammer it.
He's got to hammer all sorts of stuff, Chandler. Like, it's fine. We got time.
My big muscles.
They are pretty big.
They are impressive, yes.
Hey, Randall, come here.
Yeah.
I think that Chandler is afraid of the woods. She doesn't want to spend too much time in there.
Oh, gotcha. Well, they I don't think we're going to be there for all that long. All we're really going to have to do is go in the woods, be like, oh, yeah, there was a stag. It was dead. And then we come back, and he's like, oh, shucks, I wish you were here earlier. And we would have been like, yeah, me too. And then
The faster we get to that point, the less scared Miss Chandler will be.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Maybe she'll calm down and stop hitting her assistant or whatever. So
honestly, that seems like the tenor of their relationship. I don't really want to get in the way.
I guess I was just kind of hoping that this because, tensions were high. But, that kind of seems to be her M.O.
Oh, biscuits. You guys said you're heading into the woods?
Oh, yeah.
It's part of a deal that we've set up with Tobias with you fixing our cart and everything.
I couldn't help but overhear through the leather curtain between the common room and our living quarters.
You were in the temple as well?
Yes, that's our living quarters as well. Like, there's not a whole lot of houses around.
I didn't notice that the temple and the blacksmith shop were contiguous.
No.
And that there was a very thin wall between the two.
Oh, I apologize.
It was really dark when we got here. We couldn't have seen it. Only one of us has night vision.
I was very sleepy.
Esther says, biscuits. No, I'll head into I wanted to go into the woods as well. I can help you in the woods. I'm a follower of Tall. I really like to traipse off into the woods.
Oh, yes. Having initiative Tall with us would certainly, I think, speed things up.
Yeah, and Esther will be there too. Sounds pretty good.
The more the merrier.
Well, let us be off and get it done with as quick as we can. Toot sweet.
What?
Quickly.
It's fancy lady language.
I thought it was like when a fancy lady drinks tea that has too many sugar cubes in it. And she's like, wow, this is too sweet.
See, this is why I work with merchandise and not people.
Yeah.
It's just hard to understand.
Very much. Very much. All right, let's go in the woods and find this filthy animal.
You guys traipse off into the woods. After a few hundred feet, right, you see that there are like a lot more spider webs.
Ugh.
Right? They start out small, right? But Esther says, Biscuits. This is Spider Holt. You're gonna find a lot of spiders out in here.
Well named.
Hey, spiders normally sleep during the day, right? So we're pretty safe right now.
Yeah. She says non-committally.
Like your confidence.
I'm going to have my bow out with an arrow knocked. Do not trust this place one bit.
I don't think I've ever seen a fancy lady carry around a bow as well as you do.
Whoever said it was a fancy lady?
Oh, listen, my eyes know what they see, especially at night. On account of my night vision.
Well, halflings can see in the dark?
Oh, we can see a lot in the dark.
Interesting.
So last night when I had to, you saw
Yes.
that?
Yep, just yes.
Well, I'm not going to ask for a compliment, but
Listen, I was impressed, but size is kind of relative to me, so
I'm
it's...
just glad you saw.
You learn something new every day, Penny.
Yes, this is the lovely part about traveling. It's getting to learn things about people and whatnot. I do have faith that we won't be here for long. I'm sure the axle damage isn't too bad, and that Hugo can whip up some of those bands. Maybe in just another night.
As long as Esther can lead us to the stag quickly, we can get this resolved. We can just lounge about the rest of the time in the temple. Maybe find something else to do to cover our end of the bargain.
Well, don't you worry. Hugo has strong yet sensual fingers. I'm sure it won't take that long.
Yes.
Not sure how that would be helpful, but very well.
I'm gonna take out my knife, which is curiously rusty and serrated, and be chopping through these spider webs as though I have a machete, which I don't.
I've got my whip out.
The spider webs tickle your faces as you venture deeper and deeper into the spider holt.
Actually,
way
I'm
down.
going to argue that they probably don't tickle mine on account of everyone else's pelvises breaking them out of the way for me.
I'm throwing a lot of spider webs your way just so you don't miss out on the experience.
Ah, great. As a servant of Tall, consider me inspired.
You see that there's not a whole lot of animal life inside the wood itself, right? Even the sounds of birds have been muffled a bit by the soft canopy and the soft webs that encircle a lot of the upper canopy as well.
I'm looking for that cluster of webs so that maybe there's some merchandise that's been left behind.
Let's see. After...
Is it cool if I, as we're sneaking around, do so in a mode of stealth roll?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah, you want to break off from the group a little bit?
No, I just
scout ahead.
I'm going to be very sneaky. I guess also in the middle of everybody.
Well, I would like to be in the middle.
Well, that sucks because you don't fit on account of you're a giant.
If you
Guess I'll take the front.
Yeah, if you'd like to break off a little bit and stealth in through the woods.
Very specifically, that's not what I would like to do.
I guess he's all by himself now.
Oh, wow.
You guys are off into the woods, right? Esther seems quite distracted. She's like, biscuits, look over here. There's some rustwoot over here. Rustwoot. Do you know what rustwoot is?
Never heard of it.
Why? I've got a trade apothecary. Can I, do I know what that is?
Yeah. It solves lockjaw, right? You eat a little bit, it solves that lockjaw that you get.
Normally, I'd be all about getting herbs for various tinctures and maladies, but lockjaw is just a way to get merchandise, so I don't really want to cut my own throat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, I knew a guy who cut his own throat once. It's not advisable.
It depends on the guy.
Yeah, that's also true. His name was Two-Neck John, and he ruined one of his necks. It's kind of what made him special.
Oh, but he has a second one?
Oh, yeah. Well, the first one, yeah, is technically the one that's still there, but...
That's good planning ahead.
He's doing okay.
Ah, that's good to hear.
Penny, I'm finding that Randall's stories are making less and less sense as we go.
I think the key with Randall's stories is only to listen to every 2 or 3 words. And then you just kind of siphon off what's true and what's not true.
Insightful, Penny.
They're stories. It's fiction, and they're not supposed to be, a court order. No one's a stenographer in this. No one's stenographer in this, right?
I don't believe so.
Chandler?
I can't not right.
Okay, good.
What exactly can you do? What's your vocation, Chandler?
Well, I feel like my name is quite the clue. I come from a family of candle makers. They used to...
like a chandelier.
Like
Exactly.
a chandler, yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Isn't that clever?
But we used to... my grandfather actually was originally just a lamplighter in Ubersreich. And since he became... provided the entire city with the candles, and now we also manufacture and take care of all of the actual poles themselves and everything, and it's become quite a business.
I actually got a great night's sleep last night, and that almost put me right out.
And Penny and I are currently on our way to the World Des Mountains to make an exclusive deal with some dwarves over a new source of wax.
Yes.
Making the finest candles in Ubersreich. Very soon.
Won't be overtaken by that squig oil.
Oh, yes.
A squiggle oil
Oh,
works
that's-
for days, though. It's like real good.
Well, it has a horrendous smell and comes from ghastly creatures.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's a seal of approval. That's how you know you can trust it.
That's how you get the good stuff.
If you
Well, we're going
smell
to be making
oil,
better stuff.
Yes.
if you smell oil and it doesn't make you want to vomit until your merchandise, that's when you know you got the problem.
We are working with the dwarves to break into a brand new market of candles that actually smell nice, maybe have different scents.
It'll never
People might
catch
just want to
on.
light their homes to fill it with a pleasant aroma.
That's
They take the
What?
materials from the mountains.
I have plans for lavender and what was another one, Penny?
Boysenberry?
Boysenberry, yes. Maybe even
ridiculous.
some hardy ones like pine.
Tar?
Oh, pine tar,
Miss
that's the
Chandler.
one, yes.
Miss
Pine tar.
Sandler, let me give you a little word to the not so wise. If you're gonna market that stuff, you don't market it in the kinds of territory I happen to make my business in, because nice smells, it's like wearing a target.
Well, of course, it'll be marketed towards the peoples of Ubersreich initially, but I have grand plans to eventually set up franchises in Altdorf as well.
Well, they're already wearing targets.
Ah, biscuits. You got like a giant a spider on your back. And she takes a fist-sized spider off of Penny's back. Like, watch that. Back to the trees with you.
How did you not feel that, Penny?
I don't know.
Did it bite you?
No.
Are you gonna be a
thank you,
spider
Esther.
now?
Again, you just have to be very careful of the spiders. Again, they're more afraid of you than you are of
I
them.
don't think that's true.
Do you think, so it's summertime, do you think perhaps just a nice, healthy fire would be what to do here?
Maybe if I had a lavender candle, they would
Burn
not
it
want to come
down?
near.
Burn it all down.
Wouldn't that
The whole
attract spiders?
forest?
Aren't
Just the
floral
webs
and
and the
fruity
spiders.
fence things that attract insects? Wouldn't that bring more bugs to us?
Well, I don't have one either way. We're working on it. It's in development.
And I'm just saying, like, you're gonna sell this to people that want a bunch of bugs in their house?
No, if you look at what bugs are attracted to, number one, bugs are just attracted to any light source. Second,
Right, like candles.
stinky, foul smelling. You never see flies circulating around a lady. You see flies circulating around shite
Well, I see, like
And merchandise.
and merchandise.
like
Yes.
beetles and wasps floating around, ladies with perfume because they're attracted to the sweet and floral scent.
Well, people already have candles all throughout their homes. We're going to be providing candles that will make the home smell pleasant.
Right, yeah. No, I got
Now
that.
you're gonna scare off the merchandise. We're really of different worlds, you and I.
Indeed.
Spider Holt definitely doesn't smell pleasant. It has a weird musky scent that those of you who have been in the woods before, you can't quite place. but it's definitely not something.
Beg your pardon.
supernatural.
I beg your pardon, though. I happen to have trade tanner, as well as trade embalmer, and trade apothecary. Is there any chance that I might be able to place this musky smell?
You could try to make a roll. It's going to be a challenging test. Yeah.
That's a no.
No. Yeah.
Do you think
You
we
just
could
can't. You can
infuse
place
the
it.
scent into our candles?
It's not human, or it doesn't smell like any merchandise that you're aware of.
Like a musky woodsy?
Yes.
It's a little off-putting.
Well,
Before people
we don't
like-
want to burn anything down because
Oh, I see.
This
Now
is-
you're thinking, Chandler. That's
I
a
want our
great
demographic
idea.
to be anyone.
Yeah.
Yes, this is why she's a pioneer in her field. This is why.
Thank you, Penny.
Thinking of all folks. Different strokes for different folks.
As you're traipsing about these woods, how are you guys looking for this white heart? You guys just seem to be like walking in a straight line.
Oh, I'm just
All right.
staring at acid.
I was just following Esther.
Yeah,
I have absolutely no skill for the outside world.
I can try navigating, but we all know how that went last time.
My outdoor survival is 28.
Hey, what does Rover do? Is that like him? Does something cool?
I knew.
Rover, I think, means that you don't have to actively be stealthy in a rural environment.
Oh, that's great. So remember when I said I was doing that earlier? What I meant was that was a joke.
But I think you just do it, yeah.
Just Rover.
You
Right.
just roving.
Yeah.
So you're just out in the woods.
Nope, I am in the group. I'm like hiding in between them.
Mind your fingers there.
Yeah, sorry. I
That's
did.
it. That's a tender area.
You got a lot of different pockets here, friend. I was just trying to find out, what's in them.
Yeah. I keep a curiously lumpy segment of merchandise on my person.
I was going to say, I've poked myself like 3 times. It's like you kept a pencil in there all sticking out. And I reached in and now my fingers are all like hurting, I guess.
That's a bone. That's a bone, my friend.
Well, I got to say, this is the first time I didn't intend to touch a bone. But still got pricked anyway.
Oh, I hear ya.
After a few hours of walking,
Hours of walking.
and talking and looking for this fabled white stag,
That'd be
you guys
okay.
come across a clearing that's, sunlight is coming through the thick canopy and the webbing that's like layered all over the top of it. Esther's like, biscuits. Anybody want some biscuits for breakfast or lunch? We'll
Yeah,
break.
I could eat.
Yeah,
Just sounds
I
like
don't need
camp here.
anything less than 20 proof.
So she breaks out like some hardtack that she's brought from town, right? Some water, a little bit of wine that she also had.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh.
All right.
now we're talking.
now, Penny, now is not the time to get pissed.
Oh, just a little.
You can have a nip.
Please, just a little pissed. Please.
I,
It makes me such a better conversationalist.
Your feet are probably
That's not
hurting,
true.
right? You're used to being on a coach all day, and we've been
Yes.
walking in the woods for hours. The wine.
Penny, you won't be seen as cool by the rest of us until you have a little bit to drink.
I didn't say
Yeah.
she couldn't have none. I'm just saying I don't think you need to.
Esther, you're gonna have to drink a lot before I think you're cool. Chandler, Esther, what's your name?
Penny, I
You
think.
could call me Miss Erica.
Miss Erica?
Is there a
Like
Mr.
Miss America?
No.
Oh, so you're
My name?
single.
Yes.
Cool.
Single and ready to tingle.
Yeah.
Single and ready to make a deal.
Hey,
The dwarves. In the
wow.
Gorgeous Mountains.
Sounds racist. But,
Or wax.
I know this is asking you to speak for your entire race, for which I do not apologize because you're barely a person. But, Mr. Halfling, what do you think of the dwarves?
I actually think they're pretty cool people.
As you guys are
All
eating,
right.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of real feelings on them. I've seen 2, probably total. And, both times they were like, it's kind of over there.
Like, you guys are having to like brush off spiders from your arms and around you as these, again, they're effervescent as, these things are floating on the breezes and crawling through the grasses. For a split second, a shriek splits the air.
Penny?
Yes,
You sure you're okay?
not me.
You guys want to make perception checks to see what that was?
Sure. Give it a shot.
Hello, perception.
I'd like
Nah.
to make the test, but I failed it with 2 negative success levels.
I
No
made
dice.
it with 0 success levels.
Yeah, once again, all I can see is his asses. So we got -5 success levels.
Said 2 positive,
Negative.
2 negative.
Yes.
And then for our resident, let's see,
Esther.
right, 2-step. What did you get?
Sorry. Oh, it's to stop.
2-stop.
To
Oh,
stop.
I also wrote it down as 2-step. Let me change that.
No, because there's 2 stops. It's the merchandise, they're hot stops, and then you come see me on the second stop.
Oh, yeah. That makes a lot more sense.
2-step.
You're weird.
What was your perception there?
Oh,
Well,
bad.
Bad, real bad.
Yeah. I'm busily shredding a pine cone.
All right.
Good eyes, Penny.
This shriek came from somewhere out in the woods. You don't know where. Would you want to try to find that?
Not particularly.
I think we should.
No, let's just keep walking in a random direction, please.
No, but
I mean,
that could
you
be
could-
merchandise.
Yeah, think of it this way. What if you found, the perfect scream to make a scent out of? You could have scream-scented candles.
Head back
I
to
don't think that you might have synesthesia. Synesthesia. You might have that thing where you smell sounds.
Yeah, I've picked it off a couple times, but it keeps coming back.
Yeah. But there could be merchandise. We just have to. The thing is, you don't want to catch the merchandise while it's in the process of merchandising. You know what I mean?
As long
So
as
let's
Esther
keep
leads
back
the way.
a bit.
Yeah, Esther, where do you think that, scream was?
She says she didn't hear or she couldn't tell either, right? Her perception was failed as well.
Why don't we split up, go in different directions? That way we'll narrow it down pretty quick.
Penny did
Makes
pass.
sense to me.
Oh,
Yeah, I passed.
Oh, fantastic.
Success levels.
2 success levels. That's what I heard. You know that it came from off to the east, right? Telling everybody to come follow you, right?
Come along.
You see that there's a large bird that has been trapped in the webs up in the trees. You see that, coming up to it, spiders swarm over this board, right? The bird gets wrapped up as you guys are watching it. Right?
That's wild.
All right, I got this. I put a rock in my sling and I go to hit that bird
Yep.
to knock it out.
Knock it out.
So I give her the old wind up and I crit it.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet first combat roll.
It's a 22 on range sling, which is a skill of 22 on a 50.
22.
So that's 3 success levels and a crit.
All right. You,
Wow.
you crit on the bird.
I'm just trying to knock it out.
So
Die.
you hit the bird, right? It knocks it out. The spiders wrap this thing up quicker than you can even imagine, right?
You hit
It's
the bird.
Well, yeah. It's obvious we're not going to be... It's going to get eaten by a bunch of spiders. It doesn't want to have to watch that.
the spiders swarm over it and swarm over it and swarm. You cannot believe how many spiders are coming out of the woodwork to feast on this bird. I want you to all give me like a hard cool test
Oh,
as like this thing
Can you
gets
remind me what hard is?
overrun. Negative 20.
Minus 20.
Minus 20.
it's
That's
6
too
negative
hard.
success levels.
I got
Eh,
1 negative
5
success
negative.
level.
3 negative success levels.
I'm not cool.
All right. You guys are all like kind of like unnerved by this this bird getting like swarmed over by spiders.
I'll say.
And
This bird is a turd.
Esther says, Oh, biscuits. We should probably keep moving. We don't want to be here when these spiders finish their meal.
Yeah, spiders, they eat like once a month, right? They're like big snakes.
But I don't think they're anything like snakes.
That's only for big spiders. These are very clearly little ones. They got smaller stomachs, so they can only eat a little bit at a time.
Oh, they digest it real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just figured it's on both ends of the spectrum, right? Snakes got snow legs and spiders got a bunch, so they eat less often than people that have 2 legs.
Right. So anything you think about a snake, flip it, stick it, and reverse it, and then you got a spider.
Right, yeah. That's
Because they're
Pretty accurate, yes.
Okay.
Esther makes a good point. Let us be off. So was it the bird that screamed?
The bird was the screeching thing, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I gotta be honest. I got some professional respect for all these spiders, in the embalming sense. They do it while the thing's still alive.
That's the thing. The spiders are cowards. They group up like 20 on 1 there. It's not a fair fight at all.
Isn't halflings also supposed to be cowards?
Wow. First off, no, you're thinking of Chandler. But
Raven and fearful.
Excuse me?
what? You didn't want to come in the woods because you were scared. Those were your words, were they not?
Nah, she
I don't
didn't
think any
want
of
to
us
get
wanted
doited.
to come in the woods.
Well,
I felt obligated to because they were putting us up for a few nights. I'm still here, aren't I?
you know what?
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good on you.
Oh,
Thank you. Mind your tongue.
biscuits, have you guys seen any like signs of any like large animals as we've been walking? I haven't seen a thing.
Once again,
I can make an outdoor survival test.
Oh, if you'd like to make an outdoor survival test.
Oh my god, I passed.
Oh, fantastic.
I know 21 out of 28.
All right. With that, right, you see that, there hasn't been any large animals through this area.
Oh, yes.
You guys have been walking around in circles for quite a while.
Penny,
What?
aren't you the navigator?
No, we're following Esther.
Esther,
This isn't my fault.
how are we going
Thought
in
we were just
circles?
having
I thought you
a
knew
fun
these
daytime
woods.
stroll.
Well, we don't go into the woods often.
What are
There's
you
a
talking-
bunch of spiders and stuff.
How are we
You
supposed
were
to find
wearing
this stag?
Yeah, the woods are your whole Steve.
yeah, you the stag? Are you about to get wrapped up by a bunch of spiders? Is that what he saw in his dream on the counter of your hat?
Don't hit her with a rock first. Give her a chance.
She didn't scream. She's not surrounded by spiders.
I'm saying if she gets wrapped up, let's try to free her instead of trying to kill her.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you got a big bird squawking in the air, right? Making a whole bunch of racket, bringing a whole bunch of things here. Now it's not squawking. The spiders are still probably going to take at least, 2-3 minutes to start eating it. It could have attracted a whole lot of other gross stuff here. But yeah, Esther, if you do get wrapped up, I will wait probably a couple minutes before I hit you with a rock.
Oh, biscuits, thank you.
You're welcome.
Very kind of you.
No, I didn't think of it. Thank you to Chandler for pointing that out.
How do you propose we find this stag then, Esther? It's been hours.
I don't know. I just wanted to be out in the woods. We don't get to go out to the woods all too often. We don't go out past a certain thing just to gather firewood. These woods have like some dark tidings about them, right? A lot of people like go out here and then they get lost.
Why are we out here?
To find the stag. We
That's-
believe in
what?
Tobias.
I got an
I
idea.
believe in Tobias.
Tobias lead us then.
I got an idea.
Well, then the church.
Stags are all like they're like many beasts of Boyden. They're drawn toward beautiful sounds. So maybe if we sing and dance enough, the stag will come to us.
I can help with that. Penny, would you mind
Oh.
fetching my accordion?
I, of course, will be lead singer.
I didn't bring it.
What do you mean you didn't bring it? We
Oh.
always bring my accordion.
Yes, you're right. All right. Yep. I hope you're all ready for a retreat. Here you go.
Oh, very good. I unhook it, and it's like as it fills up with air.
You guys, I just said that I quieted the bird so it didn't attract a whole bunch of predators. Do you need to be hit with a rock, Chandler?
Stop. Kevin had a very good point. We're going to try to attract this with a lovely sound. I start playing the accordion.
You can just call me Kevin. Two stop is when I'm doing business.
I actually passed again.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to do a entertain sing check.
So I
serenade them to us.
I made a play accordion check, and I got 1 success level while Kevin sings.
I got -3 success levels,
Oh my goodness.
but I actually have a 52 in this, so that was surprising.
All right. Yeah, you guys sing and dance for like at least an hour, right?
Hey,
30 minutes? How long would you like to sing and dance for?
Well,
as long as it takes for me to be able to roll again,
probably won't be
probably.
too long before somebody stops me. Even though it's not that bad, I actually passed. I only have a 29 in the skill. Probably no more than 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. You dance. You play your music for 10 minutes. Esther's wondering, "Boy, what are you doing out there?"
I'm doing throat singing.
We're supposed to be looking for the stag, not dancing and gallivanting about the woods.
Oh,
Well, you didn't give us a map, so we're making our own map by making it come to us.
yeah, Kevin made a convincing argument. Here, Penny, put my accordion away, please. It seems to not be working.
All right.
So you just carry that wherever you go, eh?
All right.
Yes.
Back.
She insists upon it.
Let's go back to town. I don't want to spend the night in the woods.
Oh, that sounds dreadful.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe we should ask around town. Maybe they've seen a stag, or they understand the woods a little better. Maybe we can finagle some information out of the locals.
All right.
That sounds lovely.
You head back to the woods. Give me a navigation roll. Someone give me a navigation roll.
Watch
Guess
out,
what?
y'all.
Why should I? I know the directions perfectly because I have the talent orientation.
Ooh.
-5 success low.
Me too.
Oh, that's dope. So what's orientation do?
No
I
green.
think it lets me know where north is
Okay.
automatically without needing to check.
All right. You start heading towards town, right? And you find, let's see, you come up to a clearing, right? There is a center pool of water, right?
Oh, nice.
Bearing thorny
That
berry
time,
bushes.
wild.
On the ground, covering an entire clearing, is an opaque layer of white, non-stipping cobwebs, right? Let's see. And we're going to find out what's in that clearing next time on the 55-star review show. Trainwreck that it is.
Yeet.
Feast of blood.
Choo-choo.
Feast of blood. I gotta pee.
I got to pee too.
I gotta